labor rights. And how it works is that, this has been going on for 10 years. As you know, the major beneficiary in this country is the textile industry, something you all know quite a lot about. With, 78 to 80% of the goods going into the market from our market from Pakistan are textiles. We think it could be a lot higher, the numbers. Right now, Pakistan sends 30% of all exports to the EU, where overall you're number 2 trade partner, but in terms of export destination, we're number 1. So 30% comes to the European single market. If you compare to a couple of other big players, 18% goes to the United States and only 8% to China. So we're your big friend in terms of the exports, and we would like to have that continue. But there are some hurdles and some obstacles and some challenges on the fulfillment of the international convention side of things, the human rights issues. So that's what we do with trade. The GSP Plus, as I had mentioned, has been going on for 10 years. It's coming up for renewal at the latest in 2027, and we will see what the next report says. That we monitor fulfillment of the conventions on a daily basis. This is a big part of what the European Union delegation does, together with our member states. But every 2 years there's a monitoring mission that comes to Pakistan, and it's coming in June. It's coming this June. So it's the first time in 3 years that we've had one. It will be an important means to assess what's going on with performance on the international conventions. And I can get into a lot more of the details later. I'll just give you a taste of the GSP Plus in going forward. I think that I would maybe stop there, because I know that my good colleague Ambassador Pisarski has lots to say as well, and I'm looking forward to Q&A. Actually, I think that's the most interesting part of things. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Her Excellency. Now I would request His Excellency, Polish Ambassador, to please take us now.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello, I'm Mr. President, Representative Miliani, Ambassador Gardesi. I am very honored and happy to be here this afternoon, together with my colleague and dear friend, Ambassador Rina Kionka. The disadvantage of the last speaker is that everything important has been already said, but that's okay. That's okay. I will just fill in a few spots, but let me emphasize that the fact that I can be a part of this delegation, I can be a part of Ambassador Kionka's visit to Multan as a member state, but also as a member state who is in charge of organizing the work of the ministers of the EU, is a great honor, and a testament also to the journey that Poland has gone through over the last 30-40 years. Probably when I was graduating from my university, I wouldn't thought I would be in that position, because that was the beginning of the late 80s and beginning of the 90s. World for us looked completely different. This dream of my parents' generation and my generation of Poland becoming a part of Europe, as we then used to tell about that, has been fulfilled, and that has made a lot of changes, a lot of dramatic, fundamental transformations in my country. So I'll be brief, but I will like to introduce a little bit Poland to you as the economy, because you all well know about, of course, EU. You know about big European countries, but the Central Eastern European countries, which joined the European Union in 2004, it is still a place of Europe which has not been that well traveled to and acquainted with. I will of course not talk about history, but let me just concentrate a little bit on the scale of the economic transformation. Poland is now sixth largest member of the European Union, but over the last 30 years, Poland's GDP grew by more than 840%. The GDP per capita tripled in this time, and the exports rose to 800 billion euros. That is a testament of successful integration of Polish economy within the European Union's single market. Because, as Ambassador Rina Kionka said, when it comes to trade and investment, Europe should not be seen as a collection of particular countries. It should be seen in its entirety, because this is one market. And then this is that has been a huge driver of Polish development. Of course, there are challenges, but we were able to sustain this pace of development, and that's why Poland is a place where people come to do business. People from Europe, but also from other countries. At the same time, Polish entrepreneurs, graduated from, I would say, being mainly preoccupied with their immediate neighborhood, and they are looking more and more courageously, if I may put it that way, to the investment opportunities outside of Europe. And Pakistan has been increasingly more present on their radar screens, and this is also my job as the ambassador to tell them good stories about Pakistan, but also to tell them true stories, because my strong conviction is that if you want to promote foreign investment, the best way to go about it is to showcase the success stories. I mean, those who have already done it, like years ago, and then they can testify to the not only to the sheer fact of the opportunities, because opportunities, if not taken advantage of, are just opportunities, but also to the successes, to the fact that they've been able not only to survive but also to thrive. And we know that this is sometimes challenging. However, in Poland's case, and Mr. President, you mentioned this investment by Polish oil and gas company. It has been more than 26 years. They invested $500 million, and they are ready to double their investment. The only thing is that they cover the investment costs and operations from the payments for the delivered gas. So if there are any delays, that impacts is this. Just maybe a couple of remarks. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for the statistics. I have good news and not so good news, but the good news is for you. It's that it's over the last year the Pakistani exports to Poland increased by additional 100 million euros. So I think we have crossed the threshold of $1 billion because we have this. We have this difference in the exchange rate. At the same time, Polish imports to Pakistan decrease. So again, it is also the fact that I'm not doing such a great job. But of course, we know the